This is about making art and the art I make, Marlowe. One's real life is rarely the life one lives. Oscar Wilde. The artist must go where the artist must go. Art Smith. Marlowe, our scribe, has a vision. A carnival tent, a make-believe world. As Lord Byron wrote, I have made these wings wherewith to overfly the narrow circus of my dungeon wall. The circus is in town, acrobats, actors, and the like. A magic carpet as big as Solomon's carpet was laid out. Our friends are artists. In the center of the carpet, Marlowe read this inscription: Whoever sitteth on this carpet, and willeth in thought to be taken up and set down upon another site will, in the twinkling of an eye, be borne thither, be that place near hand or distant many a day's journey, and difficult to reach. On the carpet tumbled Ryaku, the master of transcendence through the senses. He is a master, and capable of flying the ship while intoxicated on poetry. If he wants to fly, he will fly. We will fly with him. With Ryaku, all things are flown. The traveling troupe boards the carpet. Harlequin players striving to serve, to honor, to be worthy. There are magicians, tumblers, vaulters, stilt walkers, fortune tellers. On stage, they can all turn rough cloth into fine brocade. Exquisite entertainments were conceived, the likes no one had invented. With a splash of changing light that gave us every move, we performed a frieze or wild piece. We were crows outside the winter palace. A man with a horn appeared, threadbare and weathered. Was he one of us, or had he drifted into our midst uninvited? But when he blew those golden notes, we recognized as the ritual performance of the ancestors' trumpet. We all died teary-eyed. It was a performance anyone who was there will never forget. We danced with Tati in the ballet Banga, sets by Picasso. Splash, splish, a flying fish, silver against blue. Out on the reef, fish meet, fish fall in love. Be a fish, make a wish, dance in a circle of love. Summer was drunken with golden light. Autumn surprised us with snow in the woods. We saw a mountain bluebird. At night we traveled back roads. In the passing bog, the glow of the will-o'-the-wisp, a single sharp note. The bog bird, the townspeople call the heather blutter. An artist can invent music listening to the twittering of birds, even birds with funny names. While we walk, we play music or tell stories of daring deeds and heart-wrenching love, each starting with the question, which at the core is a riddle. Why do poets continue to write poems no one will read? Why make a new song? What can happen if a puppet escapes the puppeteer? What worth, hope, yearning, longing? A story was told of two lovers, a penniless poet and the Lord Minister's daughter. She left comfort, no regret. On a cold, rough mat, while outside the rain-lashed Lake Biwa, lip to lip, tongue to tongue, she whispered, those who scorn us, those who heap ridicule upon us, those who revile us and would bring us low, those who would cast us in shame, let them feel the heat of our all-night flare. Ah, my love, he said, if you were one star among 10,000 stars burning in the night, I would know you. I know your twinkle. As clouds lit by the moon make a backdrop, we sing about a lute. May its strings not be too tight or too loose. And we sing of a drowning composer bereaving his lost love. The rippling of a purling stream, a soft murmuring sound with a sweet degree of sibilance. On the hill a fire crackles, red gleams sink and rise. A beating drum fills the air with muffled shocks. On the bank, a more solemn sound, like a reed pipe slightly moistened. The plaintive cry of a night bird, so beautiful, this bird, this river, this moon. Your face, my sorrow's crown jewel. I shall pearl for you 10,000 years. In such a haunted melody did the composer hear, that a sweetness mixed with his terror as the shimmering wedge of river moon slipped through grasping fingers. That the self advances and confirms 10,000 things is called delusion. That the 10,000 things advance and confirm the self is called enlightenment. Under the bamboo, 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 under the bamboo tree, two live as one live as two live as three, under the bam, under the boo, under the bamboo tree. Tao begat one begat two begat three, and three begat the 10,000 things. The field is full of weeds, the storage house is empty, but the way is smooth, like a Janus, looking forward and looking back. We live in this time and in all time. We travel on the carpet over thrice 9 lands and sit down before the arch monument known as the Gateway to India, on the outskirts of what was then called Bombay, where we were escorted to the waiting motor cars of the Raj. At the wheel, an Indian princess led the procession, played by Scheherazade, the star of the day, Riyak by her side. Oh, the warm rose of her cheeks, thought the girls. Oh, the blue on the hood and the yellow of the bumper, thought the boys. The Raj's motor cars, off to Smarty's party. On the way to the party, the princess, who was not always a princess, told the story of Pasha. Forlorn is the exile's road. Harsh is the land of bondage. I have forgotten much, but things beautiful remain. White herons fly through moonlight. I look down through shimmering green water. Before now, there was not luxury or time to think of Pasha. At Pasha's picnic, we flew on a rug. We sat in a circle and closed our eyes. When we did the loop-de-loop, Pasha laughed until he cried. Poor Pasha. Fortunes crumble, walls tumble, things fall apart. But I still hear Pasha laugh through his tears. May this day last 10,000 years. At Pasha's picnic, we adorned ourselves in clothes made from the kimono maker's scraps, and went on a cruise on a luxury barge with the fashionable people of old Maniwa. The tea tasted of roses. We said, "Kononitsu ga ichiman nen suzuku." May this day last 10,000 years. At Pasha's picnic, we joined the circus. We vaulted on horses through hoops of fire. Hush, Pasha on the high wire. Pasha the enchanter, Pasha the bold. How you played your horn of gold. Tat-tat-tat-tat. Oh, Pasha, life is sorrow, life is tears. May this day last 10,000 years. Marlowe, our narrator, our witness, our eyes, wanted to know, how do you paint the rain? And what is it about a song that makes you cry? Marlowe loved Love Token Alley. The wrong portal, the wrong door, you could be anywhere. Sometimes up was down and down up, and many sides were fermenting revolution. It could all explode any second, but the cabarets and music halls thrilled. In Love Token Alley, the art crowd looks for Smarty's party. The party is elusive, and you need a lucky dime. A hologram appears, the head of Mr. Boots. You walk through parted lips. The lips close. A dark and awkward pause. Then you're in Club Bonga, where past and future live at once. The glamour is palpable. Some argue Bonga Bonga is no longer a country, but a state of mind. You swirl down a spiral staircase. Fish circle around you. A hologram aquarium. There are halls that bend and circle back, and walls you can pass through like a membrane. Don't lean on anything, you might get lost for days. Best find a place and sit. The floor is moving, but everything important comes to you. Then the floor lights up, a pattern of sacred spirals. And on hands and knees, you follow the spirals, which lead to the bar. And you are at Smarty's party. We all want to be at Smarty's party.